Hello world, PDR coming at you here with a 2015 Subaru WRX. Something came down on this and gave it a nice dent on the edge of the deck lid there. It's tough to see, but it's definitely there, and I'm going to take a glue tab and go right across the edge of the body line. If you see the way that I'm going to put the glue on the tab, it's going to be okay. So what we're going to do is give this a little bit of heat. My glue gun wasn't hot yet. Had a little skip there. It's not really super warm, just to that slightly warm to the touch. I'm going to put a little line of glue right on the edge. Right on that edge. And now once again, I can't use the robo lifter because I'd be using two flat feet coming across a round brow, because it doesn't really look like it, but this thing has roundness to it. So I'm gonna grab the glove and the slide hammer. And I'd say after about 35 to 45 seconds, it's almost that perfect temp time for everything. Here we go. Very carefully. Now I heard some metal move, and if that didn't almost do it, then geez, I don't know what would, because that sure moved a lot of metal there, guys. Now I think I'm going to tap a little bit here, go to a smaller tab and make one more pull right there, and we're probably going to be looking pretty darn good with this glue pull-a-rooney. Be back with you in a sec. All right, we're back, and I'm just going to tap down this last little bit of a ridge that I see, because that thing moved a lot of metal, guys. I sure do appreciate y'all clicking on the video, and I sure appreciate all the positive comments in the community. So this one, glue puller did a lot of work, but I had to know what I was doing. I've started to learn a lot more about these glue pulling out a body line. You basically want to put the glue along the body line and go for the body line first. Sounds common sense. You always want to take out the most severe or pinched part or lowest part, or, you know, first, but I'm really surprised with the way that this one pulled. It pulled it out real nice. Now I've got a little tiny low right here that I don't want to get behind and push on. Even if I had the paint warm, it would want to shatter that. So what I will do is I'll take the Keiko Clear tiny tab and make one good pull. If I can find the Keiko Clear tiny tab. Because preparedness is key with us here at PDR. It's not super clean, but since that glue won't come off the tab, here's the glue tab trick, guys. The glue is hot. The head is hot. Just run the head on it for a couple of seconds. It warms that glue back up. The one spot of glue that I want is right there. Just a little baby droplet of glue. And then we're gonna go, oh, right on the edge again. Let it fall right there. And I actually did push it down a little bit, but not much, just with the weight of the tab, maybe my finger on it, but I didn't really push into that tab. It's got a little tiny high right here in front of the tab, which I can tap down while it's cooling. And then probably, if there's a high on one side of it, there's probably a high on the other side of it, which we can't see because of the tab right now. But I see that there's a slight pinch right here that I just want to... Guys, this is like half of the weight of the hammer. I'm not even dropping the hammer. I'm letting it fall against my hand. I'm holding the hammer up rather than tapping. Okay, so now we're at about 45 seconds. Let's give it the old pull with my slide hammer. And I think this was a pretty successful glue pull already, even without getting this last little tiny pocket out, which looked like it moved. It actually did look like it moved. Now that I saw it move a little tiny bit, I don't want to do... Please excuse the background noise. We are out here in nature. There we go. Now we got that tab perfectly clean, and we're going to go for one more pull. Same exact thing we just did, because now I got a clean tab, hot glue, one spot. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to just let it drop. Just like that. Just let it drop right in there. And I can tap on it now because it's already been set. Takes about 5 seconds for that glue to set, and about, you guys know, about 45 seconds for it to cool to the point that I want to pull it at 65, 70 degrees, which is what it is right now outside. So we'll give it a couple of seconds, and then at this time you guys could click on the like button, right? Yeah, do that. But yeah, this dent came out real nice for the 50-cent piece size of area that was moved. So I'm really happy about the way that this one came out. Once again, glove back on. I've learned my lesson by pinching my hand one too many times. And here we go. I'm actually going to keep it that way because a trick about this is the part of the foot that is holding the tab is going to pull harder than the part of the foot that's not holding the tab. So this is going to be the hardest pull we can get. It's right up. One puller. And I felt it move, but half a millimeter. Moved a lot though. Did some good work on that one. I think that this one we're just going to give it the little tiny white. We got a dent right here, and there's a little wave above it, but it's really tough to see. This dent is visible, noticeable. I've got the window rolled down and my guard and my wedge in there, and I'm going to take number one, and if you can see how far I got to touch to get to it, like look at that, that's as far as my tool will go. Maybe it'll go a little lower if I tipped it forward, right? But that is at the edge of my tool's reach. So I'm just going to go all the way down, because I know I got to basically go all the way down to get to the bottom of it. I know it's probably a tough angle for you to see, but guys, if you see where my tool is, look at that. It's right at the bottom, and it's also right at the bottom of this dent. So all I have to do is basically lift up and finish this dent off. Let me see if you have a better angle there.
And move to the left a smidge over your head.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, but I'm actually just get right down here. I always like to go double-handed because I'm holding the tool with both hands, but this one is so low that I don't, honestly, you don't have to move the tool around a lot. I'm just making those push through. I made a pretty strong push right there. You guys see that? Please excuse the background noise. We are out here in nature. I'm going to pull my tool back up and just kind of set it there while I make this tap. That one little high is going to come down before we finish it off. Come right back down to the same thing. And there's a little high brow right here. That is part of where that brace is. So it's probably a piece of glue. The brace runs right here, and that's probably a piece of glue. When this dent was made, it made a little high spot because the piece of glue, they put a spot of glue every 3 or 4 inches to keep that brace secured. So I'm not gonna slide around and remove that glue. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I'm just gonna tap down that little high once we get this dent out, which it's already coming out very nice. These lines are straightening up, and I have, because I just want to have a little bit more movement. So I've got clutch to also get down here, and Let me find it. Where are we at? So yeah, I'm just making the last little bit of pushes right here. I don't know if you can see me or not, but it really came out nice. I've got my hammer and tapper right here. I'm going to take out that little brow. Actually get a little bit more of a angle so I can see where I'm at. There's a little high brow right here. We're gonna very delicately tap this down as to not make any lows. Don't want to have to come back and rework it. Although when I tap that high down, I can see right where the last little low is. Yeah, and it's very difficult to see. It was right here, yeah. And I don't really want to tap on my little high that I made because it's not high. It's right where I want it to be. So what I really want to do is bring the rest of those lines up to the rest of that area. And I just went in and grabbed my clutch tool again. I'm just finishing up this last little bit. I think this one's coming out looking very nice for the little red race car that it is. Super sporty, super nice Subaru. And at this point in the video, I will say, I sure do appreciate everybody clicking on the video. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do. It helps out the channel. And now those lines are straightening up. There we go. Perfectionist level is at about 9.5 right now. I'm really trying to get this one out looking 100%, which very rarely does that ever happen, but it might have happened here. I think this one came out looking really nice. Hit that like on the way out, guys. This has been PDR, and I'm out. Peace.